Hello everyone, and welcome back to another JavaFX and the lightweight Java game libraries. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to get the lightweight Java game libraries from the .org, and we are going to amalgamate them in our POM XML script for our Maven project, which as you can see here, this is our Maven project which we created last time, and I will just run this as a Java application, and that's the window we created last time. Nothing happens when you click the start button. So just without further ado, really, we're just going to go and crack in and go and find what we need to find. So first of all, we are going to go and open our favorite browser, and there we go, and we're going to type in LWJGL3 into our search for Google, and we are just going to click on the LWJGL.org website here where it says get started. Now it doesn't matter where you get, if you get started or home, downloads, doesn't matter. We're going to go to customize, okay, and we're going to click on the release tab here, not the early access, just because this is the stable one, and we are going to click on the Maven project here, and we are going to click on get started for simplicity's sake. Okay, so we don't want to do everything right now. We don't really. I'm just going to add the geom files for the geometry if we want to do some geometry later on, but that's it really. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this code, this is the for the POM XML, and we need to put this code into our POM XML. Now if you don't know much about Maven and POM XML, you know, you can go and find lots of other videos about that. You can just follow along because I want to do this nice and clear, and I'll do it so you can see exactly what's going on. I will move this window between my screens just so that we can see what's going on and on the code side. So if I just get back to our code here, so this is our POMs folder. If you don't have it open, you can open it. We can just close all these just to get back to our very sort of like basic, and we'll just open the POM XML folder, which is at the bottom of our project. And here you can see we've got properties, and then we've got dependencies, and this is mostly what we're going to be working with today because we have to add the properties and we have to add the dependencies. However, we also have to add the dependency management tabs into our POM XML, so we can download the libraries that we need, the lightweight Java game libraries, automatically using Maven. So we're just going to go and jump right into there, and don't need to scroll all that far up. So we can see here we've got the properties, and here we've got our properties. So we're going to copy the properties in between those two brackets. So we're just going to select all these, and I'm going to press Control C, and we are just going to stick this in here, and I'll just make this nice and easy to see. So that's in there, and we're going to line these up by pressing Tab, so it's all nicely lined up with the rest of our properties. And as you can see, that is in between the properties tab, and that's why I did not get the properties tab. I did not select these properties tab because we already have them within our project. So I'm just going to close the gaps so it all looks like we haven't done anything. So the next thing that we've got here is our dependency management, and we can look here at our POMs folder, and you can see we dive straight into the dependencies here. We do not have the dependency management, so we are going to have to include the dependency management, and in order to do that, very simple, we're just going to select all the tabs because we're going to create the dependency management. We're going to click Control C for copying, and I'm going to click Control V for paste, and I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to tab all those ones out one, so that's all nicely lined up. So now we've got our dependency management, and make sure that we've got the closure of the dependency management. So when we do this copy and pasting, you have to be a little bit pedantic about it, because we have to make sure that we do have the open and close statements included in our dependency management. We did not need to include them in our properties because we already had them, but because we create the dependency management from scratch, we had to do that. So next we've got our dependencies, and this is also pretty straightforward. You can see we've got our dependencies brackets here, and I can't see it because of this folder, but at the bottom we've got our dependence of this maybe if I make it full screen, nope, still doesn't work. But because of this tab here, you can't see the closing bracket for the dependencies. We are not going to include them because they are already included here. So we've got the dependency and what's going on here? Yeah, our dependencies. So that's the closure. That means that the forward slash means that it closes that statement. So we're just going to get our dependency. As you can see, for every dependency we have a new dependency statement. So this is dependency management. So be clear, we're not going to do anything with dependency management. Yeah, this is our dependency management here, and this is our dependency management closure. We are now starting just with the dependencies. Okay, make sure to get that right. So in our dependencies, see, that is where our dependency management finishes, and then we start with our dependencies. We already have the opening and closure for our dependencies, but you can see for every dependency we need to have an open and closing statement. So we're just going to grab all these ones right up to here. So I'm going to Control C for copy, and I'm just going to make a nice space in here. So you can see this is our dependency for our JavaFX. And then before we close the dependencies, we're going to paste that in there, and I'm just going to make a nice space here. Control V for paste. And I just want to see how everything lines up. So I'm just going to tab this all. This all needs to be tabbed out one, like so. And I'm going to tab. Yeah, these would also have to be tabbed. No, what am I doing? Yep, these have to be tabbed out. Nope, and that one, because those are dependency. You see, I tabbed them in too far one, so I'm just going to tab them out one. So Shift tab to tab them back. There we go. Let's just check. That all looks nicely lined up now. So let's go all the way to the top here where we've got, yeah, this is our lightweight Java, and these dependency end here. This is all gonna, so Shift tab back, and here we've got our OpenFX. So you can see this is just not lining up. I'm a little bit pedantic about all this, so I'm just gonna come back up to here, and I'm just gonna press tab just to move it all so it's all nicely in line. So this is our space. So this is where our FX dependencies end, and this is where our lightweight Java game library dependencies start, and this is our closing bracket for our dependency. If you have copied everything right down to the bottom there and you paste it in here, you just make sure you didn't catch that last closing dependencies, because if you have two closing dependencies, you're gonna have to delete one, otherwise your POMs might just complain about it. So there we go. I'm just gonna close the spaces up, and then we have our dependency sorted. Now that's very much basically it. Now if we just look at our Maven dependencies here, you will see that we've just got our Java base, JavaFX. This is all just FX stuff, okay? So what have we done? Well, we've only done the code. We haven't actually run the project yet. So if we just click on the POM and we just go run as, and we're just going to click Maven build. No, forget that, sorry. We're just going to go there, we're going to click on run as, and we are going to do the Maven install. Now that's just quite creepy, but hopefully you have a build success. Now if you don't have a build success, then you haven't done something, or you've done something not quite right here. However, you can still see that here we only have our jars for our JavaFX. Now in order to make sure that all this is imported, well, very simple. All we need to do is we need to go to our application, right click it, and we're going to run as Java application, and we're going to click OK, and there you can see it has downloaded all our jars for our lightweight Java game library and OpenGL and AL stuff, and it also started our window for us, which still doesn't work because the start button it works because it works perfectly well. We just haven't coded it to do anything. So we're not ready yet to use our game libraries because there's a few things that we there's something that we still need to do, and I'm going to do that in the next video because I think there's quite a bit going on here, especially if you're not used to the CPOMs and how that all works. You might come to the point where you have to scrap it all, delete it all, and start again. So it happens. Don't get frustrated, just keep going and you'll get there. Any questions, please ask. If you found this useful, if you enjoyed it, and if you do enjoy my videos, then please do like and subscribe. And see you in the next video coming up shortly. Happy coding!